Hello, students. This is Iram from Alamkul, and we will be discussing about the mole concept, which is one of the very toughest topic in atoms and molecules chapter. So, first of all, what is mole? So, a mole is basically a number, and the value of that number is 6.022 into 10 to the power 23, which is जैसे कि 1 dozen. What about 1 dozen? 1 dozen means 12 bananas, है ना? So this is also a number. So mole is also a number, and your number value is this. We can also call this value as Avogadro number or n. So if I'm asking that कि मुझको 1 mole books चाहिए, so what do you mean by this 1 mole books चाहिए? It means I need this much of books, 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. Now let's take the example of a carbon. So carbon consists of 6 protons, 6 neutrons, as well as 6 electrons. So this is your nucleus. Inside the nucleus, your protons and neutrons are there, and there's a lots of shells around the nucleus which consist of your electrons. So here, how many electrons? 6 electrons, because I am taking the example of a carbon atom. So here we will not consider the mass of this electron. So here what I wrote, don't consider a mass of electron. Why? Because it is very small. We will only consider the mass of this proton and neutron. What about electron? We will not consider. क्यों? क्योंकि इसका mass जो होता है, it's very small. That's why we are not considering it. So here, what is mass of one atom of oxygen? Mass of one atom of oxygen is your mass of a proton and your mass of a neutron, which is 6 mass of a proton and your 6 mass of a neutron. Why not mass of electron? We'll not consider because its mass is very, very small. So here your 6 plus 6, which is your 12. And what about your mass? Mass is your, see here I wrote, your mass of proton is 1.67 into 10 to the power 24, which is equals to your mass of neutron. But what about mass of electron? This is very small, 9.1 into 10 to the power minus 27, which is very small mass. We will not consider it. So here, your mass of carbon will be 6 mass of proton and 6 mass of neutron, which is equals to 6 plus 6 is 12. And into this, your mass of proton and mass of neutron, which is equal. So 1.67 into 10 to the power 24, which is equals to 12 AMU. What is AMU? AMU is your atomic mass unit. So here, one atomic mass unit is equals to 1 by 12th of mass of one atom of carbon. Okay. So now we will discuss some of the questions which is related to your mole concept. First is find the mole of oxygen atom present in 64 gram of oxygen. So what we have to find? We have to find the mole of carbon atom. So, what is 1 mole of oxygen atom? 1 mole of oxygen atom is your 16 grams. We all know that 1 mole of oxygen is your 16 gram. So, in 16 gram, we got 1 mole. So, how many mole we got in 64 gram? In 64 gram, we are getting 1 by 16 into 64, which is your 4 mole of oxygen atom. This is the easiest question. So, the formula of this the formula related to this question is that number of moles. How to find the number of moles? Your mass given and your molar mass. So here, if we will solve this question with the help of a formula, so what about how many mass is given? 64 grams. What about molar mass? Molar mass of oxygen is 16, so it's 4 mole. It's as simple. ठीक है. So this is the formula. अगर आप formula देखोगे, so it will be easier for you to solve the question. Next question. Next is find the number of moles of atom. Here also you have to find the number of mole of atom of present in these of atoms. So I already gave you this atomic mass of nitrogen 14, sulfur 32, hydrogen 1. So here this formula is there, that number of moles. How to find the number of moles? Your mass given and your molar mass. So let's solve the first part of this question. 28 grams. So your mass given is 28, and nitrogen atomic mass is given, which is 14. So which is equals to your 2 mole. 32 gram, 32 is already given, and your molar atomic mass or molar mass, which is your 32. So which is equals to how much? 1 mole. 14 divided by 1, which is 14 moles. Okay, so if in any of the question agar पूछेगा what is number of moles, so just apply this formula, your mass given upon your atomic mass or molar mass or this GAM, gram atomic mass. ठीक है? Next. Now here, what about 1 mole of N2? So in 1 mole of nitrogen, here two atoms of nitrogen is present. In N2, how many atoms is present? Two atoms of nitrogen is present, which is nitrogen is having atomic number 7. So 7p and 7n. We will not consider E electron because why? Because the mass is very small. So here two atom of nitrogen is present in this N2 molecule. So it will be 2 and your this 7 plus 7 which is your 14 and your P and N mass we already discussed here which is where is it? Yeah, which is 1.67 into 10 to the power 24. Okay, so यहाँ पर easily we can apply this formula. So we got this 2 into 14 into 1.67 which is 28 atomic mass unit. Next, what about 1 mole of N2 molecule? Here we discussed what about 1 molecule of N2 and here we will be discussing that what is 1 mole of N2 molecule. So here your N2 which is your 14 into 2 which is equals to 28 and we will apply the same only electron ka mass we will not consider P and N which is this which is equals to 28 grams which is gram molecular mass. Next is your this one. What about 1 mole of O2 molecule? Here what we discuss 1 mole of N2 molecule. So what about O2 molecules? Here N2 is having two so what about O? O is 16 plus 2 which is 32. So this is your 32. So again we will apply the same 32 into your 1.67 into 10 to the power 24 gram into your Avogadro number which is your 32 AMU or we can call it as GMM which is gram molecular. Next. So here what's the question is find the mass of H atom which is present in 32 grams methane. So first of all, we will apply the same formula which we have already discussed, which is number of moles, which is equals to mass given upon the molar mass. So mass is given. How many mass is given here? How much mass? 32 mass and the molar mass. So molar mass of this methane is your 16. So answer will be your 2 grams. So here in 2 moles of this methane is given. So we have to find the 1 mole. So how we will find the 1 mole? In 1 mole, your 4 mole of H atom will be there. It means your 4 Avogadro number. And you already know this formula that number of moles is equal to mass upon molar mass. So your number of moles you already got, which is 8. Mass you didn't know. Mass you don't know. And the molar mass is 8. So answer will come. Cross multiplication kar denge. So it will be 8 grams. So in 2 moles of methane, it will be your 8 moles of hydrogen. Next question is this one. Here, let's find the molar mass. We have to find the molar mass or your atomic mass is already given. Nitrogen, sulfur, oxygen, hydrogen, and your phosphorus. So what about nitrogen? Nitrogen will be 14 grams. N2. N2 means N2 is your molecule. So 14 into 2, which is 28 grams. What we are finding here? We are finding the molar mass of each these. Phosphorus, 31 gram. H2 means 1 into 2 which is equals to 2 gram. Oxygen 16, this is your O2 molecule means 16 into 2. Your atomic mass of oxygen यहाँ पर already given. Sulfur 32 gram. What about S8? 32 is already given. So 32 into 8 which is the molar mass of sulfur. Next question that find the number of moles of O2 molecule in what you have to find you have to find the number of moles of this molecule in the 64 gram of O2 gas. So the formula is already given that number of mole is equal to mass given upon molar mass. So mass is already given 64 grams upon molar mass. What is the value of O2 molecule? 16 into 2 which is equals to 32. So we will apply 64 upon 32 which is equals to 2 moles. Okay, so 2 mole will be the answer of O2 molecule. Next is find the number of atom. So अभी तक we have discussed की number of moles. Now we will discuss the number of atom of carbon present in 24 carbon of 24 gram of carbon. तो यहाँ पे भी same formula we will apply. Number of mass is equal to mass given upon molar mass. Molar mass given means जो mass given है 24 upon molar mass carbon के कितने होते हैं 12 होते हैं. So it will be 2 moles. So in 1 mole you are getting this much of value means your Avogadro number. So what about 2 moles? In 2 moles, you will get this much number of atoms, 2 into Na, 2 into Avogadro number. ठीक है, so number of atoms कितने value आ गए? 2 into Avogadro number. लेकिन find कैसे किए? वही वाला same formula लगाकर. Next is find in um 98 gram of H2SO4. So these are the subpart. First subpart is moles of H2SO4 molecule. So what is the mole of H2SO4 molecule? The same formula apply करेंगे. Mass given means your 98 gram is given. And if we will calculate the value of H2SO4, so it will be 1. Your sulfur will be 32. And oxygen 16 into 4, which is equals to your 98 grams. So the answer is 1 mole. Next, mole of S atom. So how many mole of S atom? Only 1 mole of S atom in H2SO4. There's no more moles of S atom. Only one is given. Okay. This is also done. Next, number of S atom. So number means your Avogadro number. So this much number of your S atoms, your mole of H atom. So here you can see in H2SO4 kitna mole is given? 2 moles is given. So 2 moles of H atom. ठीक है. Next, your gram atom of H. gram atom मतलब मोल ही होता है. So gram atom of H मतलब your mole of H. So here mole of H is 2 moles, which is already given in the question. Mass of S atom. So mass you can easily find. ये वाला formula apply कर देंगे by applying this formula, which is number of moles is equals to mass given upon the molar mass. So which is 32 gram because your mass given is 98 upon the molar mass. And your this mole of O atom. So how many moles of oxygen atom? In this question, it's given your 4 moles of O atom. Because in one molecule of oxygen, it's having a 4 atom. So in 1 mole of oxygen, you will have 4 moles. Last question is, this is your theory that in 1 mole of any ideal gas at STP, कितना ऑक्यूपाई करता है? इट ऑक्यूपाइज 22.4 लीटर. एसटीपी के जो टेम्परेचर होता है इट्स 273 केल्विन, प्रेशर 1 atm. ठीक है, सो दिस इज द क्वेश्चन रिलेटेड टू दिस थ्योरी दैट you have to find the volume which is occupied by 3 moles of CO2 at STP. So in this we already know that 1 mole is equals to 22.4 liter. So the question is asking about 3 mole. तो 3 mole हमें निकालना है. So easily क्या करना है? Multiply करना है इस 22.4 liter को. ठीक है. So the answer will be how much? 67.2 liters. Now again this is your formula. So the number of moles is equals to mole given upon molar volume. So in this we discussed three formulas. First, this is the number of moles, which is molar mass upon the mass given upon the molar mass. Second formula is number of moles is equals to mass given upon the molar mass. Third is your this thing, that number of moles is equals to volume given upon the molar volume. Okay. So thank you everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe Alamkul channel. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.